Have you ever looked at your journal and think, I don't even know what to put in here anymore? And you just keep buying cute stickers, beautiful stationery, hoping it will spark something within yourself, but it all just ends up sitting in a drawer. That was me until I stopped decorating and started telling a story. That is when I started using stickers not just as decoration, but as a way to feel again and to remember things to help heal me and hopefully help heal you guys as well. And I didn't plan on building an entire world or even a story. It just kind of happened after my dad died. Something broke inside of me. I started thinking about how short life really is and how little time we have on this tiny little rock floating in endless space. And I realized maybe it's not worth being unhappy for the small moments that we do get. As always, when I'm lost and I don't know how to deal with what I'm feeling, I start to draw. And it's not because I was ever good at it, but it's because it helps me think, it helps me feel things, and it helps me make sense of them in a way that words never could. While my family seemed to move on from my dad's sudden death, it really clung to me like a soaked shirt after rain, heavy, cold, and very uncomfortable. But I really didn't know how to talk about it, and it's not because I didn't have people I could talk to. It's more because I didn't know how to put it into words. At my dad's funeral, I ended up doodling this little guy and I called him Steve. I even doodled Mackie and my brother. And eventually, this little doodle became Stevie and he had 4 weird little onion kids. And right now it sounds completely ridiculous, but that's how the Parris family started. It was a single dad just trying to survive after everything changed. He had just lost the love of his life, and now he was trying to create something beautiful while a part of him was still standing at her headstone. Over time, it kind of just stopped being a story, and the Parris family became a place I could pour everything I never said. It was an entire world to hold all of the pain and the joy and the silence I didn't know what to do with. Somewhere for my fear and my guilt and my grief. And every single one of these characters in this story carries a piece of me or the experiences I have seen and witnessed for myself. Now, Noriko is the oldest, and he has to write everything down, take pictures, and just document his life because in the real world, I was called a liar even when I told the truth. So now I feel like I have to document everything too. And Minato is very quiet and he walks softly because he doesn't want to take up space. I used to be very loud and proud and happy, and people called me annoying and unlovable, so I kind of just shrank into nothing. And then Rika really learns everything. She observes very diligently, she questions and she studies because I was raised on lies, and I decided I would never blindly trust again. I would always find out for myself. And Fumiko is the funny one. He's always joking and he's always lighthearted and he's always just barging in because I learned that if you charge through life and you make people laugh, they are a lot less likely to hurt you. And Stevie, the father, he tries to protect his kids from all of the memories he has yet to face himself and protect them from anything that may hurt them in the future. And that was also me. I always was avoiding my pain and I would rewrite my memories just to kind of survive, even though I knew I was lying to myself. So I really just want to not just tell a story. I don't just want to sell cute stickers. I wanted to give people a reason to slow down and to feel something again. We live in a world that's overstimulated, it's very fast, it's very loud, and it's very easy to go numb. But when you receive a letter in the mail, when it has meaning and a story and feeling, you remember what it's like to care. And that is what the Parris Vault is to me. It is a quiet invitation to hold something real and to feel seen, and hopefully to feel less alone in this world. So I don't know where this is going, but I did start a Discord. It is just me in there right now. It has been only me in there for the past 3 months. But I like to think that I'm the first fan of this story, and maybe someday there will be more. I don't know if this will ever go viral. I don't know if I will ever find my community. But what I do know is that this story is real, and it's the most honest thing I have ever made in my life. So if you've ever felt like you didn't belong somewhere, like you were too much or too quiet or just tired of being strong all the time, maybe you'll find yourself in this little world that I built. I'd like to say the door is always open, and you can start your journey at rtlifestudio.com. You can follow the blog where I post cute little fun things that the family's doing in between the Parris Vault. You could join the Parris Vault, or you could simply subscribe here and see what unfolds among my story. That is all I have for you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, my little onions, I will see you guys later. Bye.